What is happening, people? So, what we got here is a MTD yard machine. It's a rear time tiller that I like this one because the tillers you can set them to go either in reverse or forward when the tiller is moving forward. I like it to be able to till with them going in reverse. Um, Basically, I think it's called counter rotation. Basically, the tillers will go this direction while the front wheels are going in this direction. Makes for a lot better garden bed. Um, However, this thing is stuck in forward. The gears will not change. And at first, I was intimidated by even trying to work on this thing because I've never taken one apart before. And after checking on all the different websites that sell parts for small engine stuff, tillers, mowers, whatever, uh, no one sells replacement parts for this old of a tiller. Now, this tiller was made by MTD from 1982 to 1992. Now, I don't know what year this one is, but that's pretty old. But the nice thing about this thing is it's in beautiful condition. The sheet metal is in great shape. The paint's in great shape. It's not beat all to pieces. The engine runs. So, I mean, yeah, the carb has to come off and the tank, all of that needs to be cleaned and probably go ahead and put a new spark plug in it. But overall, it's in great shape. But this thing here, the transmission, is stuck in gear to go forward because it has forward, reverse, and then it has neutral. Anyway, once I decided to do some research and do some looking at videos on YouTube, there are several people that have had the same exact problem with the exact same MTD yard machine rear time tiller. And then I've also learned by watching these videos that the Craftsman garden tiller rear tine is built on the exact same platform as the MTD as well as the Poulan Pro. So I watched these guys completely disassemble their entire tiller to where the only thing left was the transmission case. And when they pulled it apart, I was like, okay, that's probably going to be easy. So I have this sneaking suspicion that the same problem they had is the same problem this one has. And if that is true, then this is going to be relatively an easy fix. It's just pulling it all apart and putting it back together is the thing. But if you look, that's your shifter right there. And it's not hitting the gear selector inside the transmission. And so again, if it's the same problem these other guys had, then yeah, I can fix this and not have to worry about finding replacement parts. But I've got the engine unbolted already because I want to make this thing a lot lighter and then try to get it up either onto the workbench or onto the welding table or onto my dolly cart to work on it a lot easier, seeing as I have a very bad back. This constantly bending over and getting down on the floor and back up. It's really rough on people with a bad back. But I removed the heavy duty, very heavy front bumper and then got the engine unbolted. There's really nothing to it. There's no throttle cables running from the handlebars up to this. All your controls for your choke and your run and idle and off is all right here. So it's really cool. You just take 4 bolts, lift it up, set it where you want it out of the way, and move on to the next piece. So, with that said, I'm going to let you all watch me struggle picking that engine up and moving it over to the welding table. So I'll be right back. I got to set the camera up. Okay, so here we go. Try to figure out the easiest way to do this with one hand. Let's go this way. Okay. That ain't gonna work. I got one other plan. All right, so we're gonna try the ratchet strap effect. It's worked in the past. Just wrap it around my stub. Use it as a leverage. And let's see if this will work. There we go. And that is how you do it. One arm styled. Yeah, buddy. All right. So I got to get some hardware off of this. It's just sitting there flopping around. So I'm going to do that. Got some that fell under the tiller too. So I'm going to do that and we'll be back. By the way, this video or this project is probably going to be done in a 2 or 3 part series because I do have a lot of other things going on that I have to be a part of that will take me away from this project. So I'm not going to spend my whole time out here basically trying to work on this while other projects are not getting done, in other words. But with that said, what I got to do next is this panel right here. I need to pull that one off, and then I got to flip this whole thing in this direction. I don't know how easy that's going to be. Well, so far, that wing nut is coming off pretty easy. Not for sure. It'll probably do it on this one. The inside, the bolt will start turning, but it's not. All right, cool. So there's that. Even the inside of that panel is just beautiful shape. Crazy. All right, so now I don't know if, I guess those are pressed in there. So I need to flip this up on its side. I don't know how easy that's going to be. Let's see. And there you go. Guess I can go ahead and remove this one. Yeah, let's see. The inside of this one looks as good. Look at that. It's not rusted up or paint missing. It's just really nice condition. I'm shocked. Okay, so the reason it had to be up on its side, all of these bolts that hold all of this on, I've got 8 bolts that I know of in order to remove all of this whole piece. I think it might actually, yeah, this whole panel right here, there's a plate inside this that will have to come off because that wraps around the bottom side of the transmission. So anyway, and all the tines, I mean, this thing looks barely used. How did it end up the transmission sticking on it? Anyway, I got to take it all apart. I'm not going to film me taking every single piece off. Basically, it's self-explanatory. I'll show you what all has to come off. So all of these bolts here, there's 8 total that have to come off. And then in order to release this and that handlebar, there's 4 bolts that hold the whole handlebar, and it sandwiches. This is sandwiched between the handlebars and the frame that is underneath here. So, with that said, I'm going to remove all that, and then we'll come back. Well, I just added up how much time I've already recorded. It's about 13 minutes, so I'm going to end the video here. And part 2 will be me cracking this crankcase or this transmission open. I'll have all the red off, the wheels off, the tills off. So yeah, see you on the next one.